Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Michigan's they take control of the football first. And here comes Andrew Marsh. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to...
Finding some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Now they'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Marshall. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to the run, it's Marshall. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he's loose, and he'll
shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Ray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Using his legs, it's Marshall. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll give it to him again. Maybe some room here. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got a man, it's Odom. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Sweet cut there. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Palmer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and goal. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground. He's got it again. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I love the job by the quarterback there holding the safety. They were in cover 2 in a zone coverage. And you've got a receiver on the outside running the fly route down the sideline. But the only way you're going to be able to get it there is if you can hold and freeze that safety for just a split second to give yourself the real estate to fit that football into. Really nice job by the QB.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. Maybe a crease. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1 target.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45, on his way. Breaks away on the left. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Off-play action. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Ray. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do any...
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like that.
Lost one deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with Coach Creighton at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying play action. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They're working that left side. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Underwood unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Off the play fake. He's going to take off. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. There's a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Isaac. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Catch in the middle. It's Odom. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, they blocked the kick.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Rush is on him. Gets away to his left. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Working the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we head into the 4th quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the 2 backs stack up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're going to run it to the right. Got a little press. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Eagles. Once he got some room, it was over.
We here in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to...
Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Ray. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go right back to him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Could be an alley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ray. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established. And this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well. But
throws for the end zone. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right back to the well. And tackled there by the defense.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total.